If you keep reacting the same way in life, it's not random. It's a pattern from your subconscious driving your life. Sometimes there's situations in my life where my subconscious is in control and predicting. This happens with my daughter. In the last video, I mentioned she got distracted by something going on across the street, and she just started speaking over me as if I never even opened my mouth. I came from an environment of children should be seen and not heard. I reacted to my daughter. I got triggered, raised my voice, and I cut myself off from the light. Then there was an opportunity a few days later where I was with my daughter, and in the middle of a sentence, she just starts talking. This time I didn't raise my voice. I didn't let my past be in control. I just smiled and I listened. Then right afterwards, I shared with her what had happened. These are teachable moments. Often in life, we have these patterns. Sometimes I'll see an expression on my daughter's face and I'll be, "What was that?" "Mom, I have no idea what you're talking about. It wasn't about you." She's right. Not everything's about me. It was probably an insecurity that I had of feeling like I was being ignored. This is something from the past. I can't presume every time my daughter makes a face, it's because she was upset with me. Perhaps it's just something she was thinking about that had absolutely nothing to do with me. It's in these moments when you stop, have an aha moment, and you think, why did this happen? What is the lesson here? Those are the moments that we get closer to the light. When we get reactive, we cut ourselves off from the light of the Creator. The reason I thought that is based on my childhood from decades ago. We're not talking about something that happened last week. We're talking about childhood memories that are running our lives, running your life. If we want to be co-creators in our life, the driver of our lives, first take notice of these moments. That's where you can make change. Most people don't realize that their subconscious is in control. I did a video a while back where I told people to take their thumb and go like this and stare right at their thumbnail. Try it. When you're looking at your thumbnail, that is the only place in your reality, in your world, where you have 20/20 vision. That means that everything else that is going on around your field is going into your subconscious mind. That is what is control. That is what's driving your life. You need to be aware of that so you can make change. How do you bring this into practical life? You need to recognize these opportunities when you get triggered. Why are you getting triggered? Is it something you need to learn from the past? Of course it is. When you stop and you recognize this, those are the opportunities for change, to not let your subconscious run an autopilot and be the driver in your life. I had mentioned this in my last video that when we get triggered by our young child, in my case, my child was 8, conscious parenting teaches that it's not your child, it's you. It's something that you have unresolved from your childhood, and your child is just there to mirror it for you. It's because you didn't have a voice. When your child triggers you, consider it a gift, because it's not your child, it's you. Because when you were a child, a similar experience happened when you were around your child's age. You didn't have a voice to say something to your parent or your parents. Now that you're the adult and you're in the driver's seat with your child, this is when you found your voice. And that's why you get upset with your child. When parents get triggered by their children, they almost never think that it's about them. This is an aha moment in most people's lives. The first thing you need to do is have awareness of this. And when you do, that's when you can make change. If you've been triggered by your child, did you realize it's not about your child and it's about something unhealed from your past? Write me a comment down below. I'd love to read it.